So I just watched the Denver game. It is just always trash when you like miss a game and like you're like, okay, I'm just gonna watch that tomorrow. It's like a 2.5 hour block of time where you're doing nothing but watching a basketball game, but that's neither here nor there. I'm back from mental collapse. Am I feeling better? No, but I'm back, and that's all that matters. I wanted to do a not a review of the game. Excuse me. Not a review of the game or whatever, because it was like 2 days ago at this point, maybe 3. But I'm going to do a little bit of a playoff preview just because my math might be complete trash, but last time I checked, I think we're mathematically impossible to not be the second seed. I think. Maybe I crunched those numbers incorrectly, but I think even if we lose every game from here on out, we're still guaranteed to be the second seed. That could be wrong, but just from the calculations I was doing, I think we clinched second place. I think because Milwaukee lost. I think. Again, I'm not sure. I've never been Mr. Factual, guys, so go look that up on your own, but I'm pretty sure the Nets have officially secured the second seed. Obviously, this is great. This is a wonderful occurrence. Again, rest the dudes, but if James Harden is coming back, then, maybe you want to throw the motherfuckers out there. I don't know. I don't know how it is that they're going to handle the rest of the season. The rest of the season is only about a week or so long, so I don't know how they're gonna handle it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's midnight, but the rest of the schedule looks really fucking easy too. They're playing the Bulls twice, got the Spurs and Cleveland. Now, obviously, we're all gonna have fucking flashbacks or whatever from the Cleveland games, but I've got a feeling that they're gonna do some load management shit, and probably only Harden's gonna play. And who knows? Maybe none of them play. I don't know. So maybe the Cleveland game, that might be an L because none of them dudes are gonna play. Who knows? But I'm hyped. Oh god. I'm so sorry. I'm just yawning in your fucking face. Long day at work, and again, it's midnight. I'm just fucking exhausted right now. But in terms of who it is that we're gonna play in the first round and such, to my knowledge, the second seed always plays the seventh seed. So that would mean currently, if there were no more games, we would be playing the Celtics, and Jaylen Brown just went out with an injury. So that's a sweep right there, especially with James Harden and Spencer Dinwiddie coming back. And I keep mentioning Spencer Dinwiddie because if y'all are keeping up with him on Instagram and stuff, that motherfucker's out there playing. Well, not playing, but he's doing a lot of activity that you would assume someone far out from an ACL tear probably wouldn't be doing. Now, will he be back in the first round? Maybe not. Maybe the second round. But it's looking like he'll be back at some time during the playoffs. That's what it's looking like to me. James Harden is currently practicing and doing scrimmages and stuff, so he should be back sometime soon. Maybe sometime even this week. I just know can't nobody fuck with us. So we'll probably sweep either the Hornets or I keep forgetting about the play-in tournament. So I might fuck around and be Chicago or something like that. Well, all them teams is ass. So we'll probably sweep whoever we face in the first round. And second round is either going to be, let's be realistic and say that's either the Hawks or the other New York team. I think the Hawks can take them out. They've been riding the fuck out of Julius Randle. I don't know how they think that that's going to work in the playoffs, but I think it's going to be the Hawks. We can probably beat them. Or if it's the other New York team, as toxic as that series is going to be, we can probably beat them as well. I'm not really concerned about either of those, especially with James Harden out there along with our normal cast of characters. And we just saw what happens when the players basically get sick of it and said, okay, Nash doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Let's just go out there and take over ourselves. Fucking Blake Griffin spraying threes all of a sudden. I'm here for it. Then after that, who's left? Probably the Sixers or some shit. Who would we play that? No, actually, I'm getting that confused because the other New York team is probably going to play the Bucks. Yeah, because they're 4 and Milwaukee is 3. I keep thinking that we're the third seed. We're the second seed. Huh. Yeah, they're not getting past Milwaukee, so we'll probably play Giannis and them in the second round. That's kind of trash. That will be fine. It'll probably be a sweep in the first round. Then we got to play against Milwaukee, and I mean, we know what to do against them, motherfuckers. Like, I think we'll be okay. So we'll beat Milwaukee. Then after that, it's probably the Sixers or something like that. I can't imagine that any other team is going to make some type of like miracle upset. If Philly is healthy, it's probably going to be that in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then we'll beat them and go to the finals and beat whoever comes out of there. More than likely. Yeah, that's crazy because I keep assuming that we're the third seed, we're the second seed. So the other New York team, assuming they stay in fourth, that's really interesting. That's really, really interesting. And even if they continue to drop down, we won't see them until, like, they would have to make it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, and we know that's not going to happen. Damn, did we avoid them? That's great. That's great. I think that's great for the mental health of the world that it's not going to be Nets, them in the playoffs, specifically this year. So shout out to us for clinching the second seed, but that's not even there. I'm trying to think, is there anything worth mentioning? I don't think so. I mean, we know they're going to be okay. We know they're going to be fine. We have some limitations on the coaching spectrum of this, but I think James Harden and Spencer Dinwiddie are enough to carry us as far as, being on the court generals and stuff and coming up with plays and understanding how to lead the team and such. So I don't really think Steve Nash is going to be that much of an issue. Obviously, if they don't win a championship, that might be a little rough. If they don't make the finals, Steve Nash is gone. But I don't know if I would put that on a ring. I don't know if I put that on a ring or whatever, because if we lose to the Clippers or some shit like that, who's going to be upset with that? It's fucking finals, right? So I wouldn't say Steve Nash gets fired if we don't win the ring, but if we don't make it out the East, that nigga gone. I can tell you that right the hell on now. They're just going to say, hey, Mike D'Antoni, what you trying to, you feel me? So I'm sure that's what's going to happen with that. But I have total confidence that they'll win the championship. I know you're not supposed to say that because you're missing. Fuck you. It's championship time. But yeah, that is my little postseason preview right there of who it is that I think we're gonna end up playing and how I think it's going to go. Do I think that there's any scenario that the Nets can lose? Honestly, I don't want to see the other New York team because of their defense. But again, they might not make it out of their first round opponent, honestly, because the Hawks and Milwaukee will fuck them up. So I just don't want to see a team that prides themselves on defense. And that goes for the 76ers as well. If there's some kind of fucking way that someone can knock them off before we get there, that would be fucking beautiful. But I don't foresee that happening. They would have to fall off the edge of the earth or some shit. Or something happens in the play-in tournament or some shit and they run up against a team that's super hot. Like if the Raptors can find a way to make it into the playoffs or something like that, I can see them, just playing really fucking hard and upsetting the Sixers or something like that. But I mean, if they're playing the Hornets or some shit, and it's the second round is I don't even know who the fuck else is in the playoffs, the Pacers or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't see that going too well for them, but that's not even there. Actually, their second round, I don't know. I'm really bad at this matchup shit. I'm really fucking terrible at this matchup shit. I have no idea who would play who and who would do what. But these are just my raw thoughts on what I think is going to go down. I know regardless, we're making it out the East. I can tell you that. We're at least going to the finals. I think we'll win a championship, but as far as shit that I'm going to fucking guarantee you, they're getting out the East. Can't nobody fuck with us in the East. I don't give a fuck what Jimmy Butler's going to pull out his ass. No. No. We're coming out the East. Fuck that shit, especially with James Harden coming back, but that's not even there. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all Let's see, it's 12:30. I'll see y'all later tonight for when we fuck up the Bulls, which I think they will. I don't know. It just depends on who plays. Because again, mathematically, it doesn't matter what happens from here on out. So I don't fucking know. But I'll see y'all then. Ayy.